Come on, Charlie. Let's go.
Match one at 106. Winner by decision, Marco Barrow from Passaic County Tech.
Condio. Now wrestling on mat 2 for both the pairs. Jonathan Rotolo and from Clifton, Jared Rodriguez.
And we'll continue. We'll see what we keep doing here. A minute left to go in the second. Tries to see if he can stand up from here. In that position. Now he grabs that single leg there, bringing him back down and getting some, what looks like is going to be some back points right there. I think he's holding a 2 count there. Okay, that makes sense. So it makes it 6-1. And we'll figure out what we can keep doing here. 30 seconds left to go in the second. We'll see. He's just going to cut the lead 6-2. See if he could get another takedown here. He's been very successful with getting in on those takedowns. So it could be the possibility of just working for bonus points. And see if he could try and spin behind it. And they're going to go out of bounds to 9 seconds left to go in the second there. So they go out of bounds. They're going to get a reset at the center of the mat, and they're in the neutral position still for both wrestlers. And we'll see what they could do here. Just keep working here. They might be just content to go into the third period as it's 6-2.
On mat 2, winner by fall, Jonathan Rotolo, Northern Valley Old Japan. On mat 2 at 120 for Northern Valley Old Japan, Clarke. 126 on the mat, Jason Cancel and Dylan Macmuso, mat 2.
No. Can you go on the screen now and see which one I have linked up for his audio?
Winner by major decision on mat 1 from Westwood High School, Anthony Lavazola.
Covering to you right now is PCTI versus Westwood with your commentator on the call, James Clarke. And on the other mat is Shane Dunn calling the Old Japan versus Clifton matchup. So near the takedown, he gets the takedown there, leads it 2-0 for PCTI as we're 30 seconds in. Minute 25. So out of bounds goes the wrestler, got the 2-0 lead. Again, we apologize for any technical difficulties that we are having. We are in the process of getting them fixed, and we're also trying to bring to you the names of each wrestler. So again, we do apologize for the delay or any technical difficulties that comes. So see if he could try to work something there. Looked like he was trying to do a standing tilt there, but nothing doing there, but just brings it back down to the mat. So we'll see what he can try to do. He has control of that wrist. Try to see if he can work the tilt, but nothing doing there. They roll out of bounds, as they're gonna get a restart for the center of the mat. We have, so if you could see on our stream, we do have the names presented there. We have Yi from Westwood and Rabah from PCTI, and Rabah leads this one 2-0. And I think the Westwood coach is not happy over there. They wanted a caution right there because of the placement of the hand on that elbow. So I think the officials are going to go ahead and talk to, okay, so they were talking to the PCTI coach about that one. They wanted to be sure that it was the correct call. Try to lift him back down is Rabah. We'll see if he tries, and now it's going to be locked hands. Going to get a locked hands call there. We'll see if he can get the reversal at the edge there, but, you know, PCTI doing what he can to hold on for dear life. And that's not going to do anything there. And that's going to be a technical violation. Locked hands for that one makes it 2-1. Something that the Westwood coaches were definitely favoring in that. So now we still have 2-1. PCTI's Rabah still leads from top. Still leads about 2-1, but just has to be careful he doesn't surrender and escape. He's still working on that tilt there is him, and they both roll out of bounds. now they're going to get to the center of the mat. We're going to get a restart here. And they're going to get a reset here. 9 seconds to go in the first. Still holding on for dear life is Rabah over Yi. And he leads this one 2-1 as we're going to head into the second period. And what could be very exciting and very close bout right here. It's going to be PCTI's choice. Okay, so they decided, Westwood decided to go, Westwood chose down, and then PCTI going neutral. But now we're going to get an injury timeout for PCTI. So do us a favor while we're waiting. Follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you like the stream that we have provided here, do us a favor, click the little like button down below, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. And do you want to become a local sponsor? Well, become a sponsor. Sponsorship opportunities available for team pages and live stream coverage. So how do you become a sponsor and learn more? Look for the Your Logo Here button, which you can see the black square right there with the red wording button, and on your team's page, or you can email admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com, and we will get back to you in 24 hours. So now we're still under injury timeout here. So today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. As we still have some injury time here for this matchup right here between PCTI and Westwood. The officials talking to the coaches on both sides. Both officials are. As it looks like if he does not get back up in time, could potentially be an injury default. But you never really do know what could happen. And he's standing up. But we'll see if he can continue to go as he's still trying to cover this one. And they're going to get back to the center of the mat here. And the coaches are still talking about it. I think they're just trying to make sure that the score's correct with 2-2, which I do agree that it is. So we're going to get back to the action here. Coach is still talking it over. Should be getting back to the mat here any second. And we do. Here we go. Underway again. 2-2 tie here. Westwood getting in on a quick takedown there after that injury timeout. Going to get the takedown of his own. He'll take his first lead of the bout here, 2-0.
Update on that two at 126. Winner Jason Cancel at 132. Winner by forfeit. Ajib Salem.
Okay, so here we go. Minute 45 left to go in the second. We have a 4-2 lead here for Yi from Westwood, his first lead of this bout. Westwood leads this one 4-3. As we'll try to see what he can do here. Try to break down that grip. Maybe we can try to see if he could try to work that tilt there is Yi. See if he could try to work for a tilt there. Gonna get some back points out of that. Gonna get near the 3 count there if he doesn't stick them. So he's gonna get at least 3 back points. He will get 3 back points. He does. Makes this one 7-2 after the 3 count from that tilt. We'll see what he could try to do here. We got 52 seconds left to go in the second. Great action here from this matchup so far between PCTI and Westwood. We'll see if he tries to break it down here. He has control of that neck right there. Try to work grab control of that wrist. See if he can try and bring him back. Is Yi. And trying to work on that power half is Yi. Now going to try to run it, or continue to run it at least. Got 13 seconds left to go in this bout, the second period at least, in this bout, with a 7-2 lead here for Yi of Westwood. And that's going to be the end of 2 periods. 7-2 lead here for Yi. And we'll see what he can decide to do. I think this is PCTI's choice. He's down 7-2, trying to fix that headgear. Indicating, he's going to indicate stalling now because of the way that he's been getting up and taking the time to tie his shoes. So in case you're new to wrestling, a lot of times that normally does happen for officials. If you don't have your shoes tightly, tied up or taped up, that could be considered as stalling. But we're going to get back into the action, and he chooses neutral is Rabah to start the third period, and getting in on a shot of his own, but blocked off there by Yi. See if he can try to work something here. But near the takedown is Rabah. We'll see if he tries to do something. He has control of that leg right there. Just needs to try to bring it back, but not in very good position. And nicely defended and sprawled out by Yi from Westwood. And we'll see if he can get another takedown of his own. He does. Makes this one 9-2. And I think if you're Westwood, you're trying to work for bonus points. I definitely would say in this situation, I would definitely cut him. Or he might have different ideas and want the pin. But nothing doing there. So I think as you're approaching to about a minute left in the third period, I feel like he should really try to work for that major and get that, let him go and get that takedown. But that's not going to be the case here. It doesn't look like, at least. So we'll figure that one out. And now running the arm bar is Yi. We'll see if he can try and get that. And he's going to continue to run it. And he's going to get back points. He is in position to have a major, but should get at least a 3 count there. He's going to get a 3 count. And the official stops for potentially dangerous. And now we're going to get some injury time yet again. So we're going to get some injury time. 41 seconds left to go in the third. So let's go ahead and we'll take the time to talk about our social media. So please be sure to follow us on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you like everything that we have provided here today on YouTube, do us a favor, hit that like button down below, and be sure to also subscribe to Garden State HS Wrestling for all of your wrestling needs, your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. And do you like what you see today? Are you looking for a way to advertise your business to customers? We have limited sponsorship opportunities left for the 2023-24 season. You can sponsor one of our live streams or a local team page. Just click on a blank ad logo and fill out the sponsor form where it says your logo here. Let GardenStateHSWrestling.com make you the star of the show. And it looks like that's going to be an injury default there. Makes it 10-3 now for Westwood. So Yi's going to win that one by injury default. Makes it 10-3 here. Again, we are live at Passaic County Technical Institute for the Big North Public Duels today. And for this matchup, we have PCTI versus Westwood with your commentator on the call, James Clarke. And on the other mat where we're covering Clifton and Ultapan is the commentator of Shane Dunn. If you want to check out that matchup right over there too, please be sure to do so. So we're going to get into the 126 bout here. And we're going to get underway here. 2 minutes on the clock, and this bout underway. So we'll see what he can do here as we're more than 10 seconds in. They're going to go out of bounds, neutral position. Okay. Got a minute 32 left to go in the first period. Both wrestlers feeling each other out. And we'll figure out what they can do here, see if we can get something going here, but this looks like a good matchup here. We are in the process of putting in the names right now as they just announced them, so try to figure out what we can do. We'll get that into you momentarily. So for Westwood, we have Barlett, and I'm probably going to butcher this name, but from PCTI, it is Abu Hadbad from PCTI. So Barlett from Westwood and Abu Hadbad from PCTI, and Barlett going to get the takedown here. Leads this one 2-0. And try to work the power half there is Barlett. Try to see if he can try to run it here. He's in some pretty good position to be able to do that. Might be able to, but in that position there is Barlett. See if he can try to work something here. Just has to be careful. The referee is telling him to just keep wrestling because he's doing a good job of not just riding from top, but working for the fall. That's something that officials definitely try to work for, and they try to see in high school wrestling. And they're going to go back to the center of the mat. And again, we apologize for the technical difficulties that we are experiencing today, but we are in the process of getting them fixed. And we're going into the second period. And we have our Wi-Fi fixed now, which is a good thing. So we should be back on with all of you. Again, we apologize for technical difficulties that we are experiencing. We have Barlett from Westwood and Abu Hadbad from PCTI. And Barlett chose bottom to start the second period. Shaking off of that. Just got to be careful he doesn't try to pin himself in a nice little flurry. But on top is Barlett. Going to get the reversal on back points here, but could be in a position to probably almost pin him right here. So it's going to make it 7-0, which I thought that is correct. So it is 7-0 after that reversal and 3 backs. That's a 5-point play. Try to work for the side. There is Barlett. See what he can try to do here. Maybe try to roll through. Just going to let him go like that. Makes it 7-1. And just try to play the takedown game here. We'll see if he can try and do that. See, he tries to go ahead, tries to do that ankle pick, but it wasn't in that right position to be able to do so. And now we got a stall warning there on Abu Hadbad from PCTI. So that's the first warning of this match. And we'll see what they could try to do. Under a minute left to go in the second. Getting a shot in on his own is Abu Hadbad. And getting the takedown. Gonna see if he tries to get back points on his own, and definitely has other ideas. He definitely wants to get the pin for his Westwood team. And they're gonna go out of bounds. So he got the takedown right there. Makes it 9-1, and if this were about to be over, it would be major decision territory, and it still is. It will be 9-1 lead here for Barlett from Westwood. We'll see what they can try and do. Try to spin from behind. I think he just wants to cut him. He is, because he's just going to play that takedown game here is Barlett. Now it's a 9-2 lead right now for Barlett. We'll see if he tries to get that takedown in. Trying to snap him down is Barlett, and pretty slick move there for Barlett. Very slick right there from him. Gonna get the takedown of his own. Leads this one 11-2. And he just needs to try to work something here. 5 seconds left to go in the second. And that's going to be the end of the second period with 11-2 lead for Barlett of Westwood over Abuhabad from PCTI. We'll see where they go. They're going to go neutral, which is the smart decision there by PCTI. Getting back on their feet, see what they can try to do here. See if he can try to get that takedown. And he gets a takedown of his own there, makes it major decision, regular decision territory. Abuhabad got that takedown, but now a reversal there by Barlett. And he makes it to this one 13-4. And throwing in both legs there is Barlett. Let's see if he can try to run that power half. He is going to run that power half. Going to try to work for some back points is Barlett. Trying to run it here, see what he could do. Nothing doing there. And Westwood just going to decide to cut him. It's going to be 13-5. Still in major decision territory for Barlett. Not near the takedown yet. Should be getting it any second here, as long as he could just try to spin around and try to get that. And yep, he gets the takedown right there, extends it to 10, 15-5, 45 seconds left to go in the third period. See if he can try and work something, but 15-6 now after that takedown makes it 17-6. See if he tries to cut him there. 15-8, 16-8, excuse me. Yeah, the scoreboard definitely, definitely running everything that they can. This is like some really quick action right here. We're still in major decision territory. It's 16-8 right now for Barlett over Abuhabad from PCTI. They're going to get to the center of the mat right there. Needs to try to keep this a major decision and just wrestle smart here at this point for Westwood if you're trying to get bonus points. See if he tries to get the takedown of his own, or at least keep this in major decision territory. Less than 5 seconds to go. We're going to get this one as a major decision win for Barlett of Westwood. And that extends the lead to 14-3 for Westwood. As we head into the 132 bout here. And Westwood feeling happy about that one. Again, we are live here at Passaic County Technical Institute for the Big North Duels.
On that one at 132.
Again, this is PCTI versus Westwood.
Anthony Greco. And from Passaic County Tech, Alfonso Bravo.
So Rabo there from PCTI. And here we go. 5 seconds in to the first. See if we can try to get the takedown. We have Greco from Westwood and Bravo from PCTI, and Bravo getting that takedown, and nice little Bravo for him as he got that quick takedown. Leads it 2-0. All right, so here we go, 2-1. As he tries to lock up something here. See if he can try to work the cradle, or at least something here, but not doing anything there. Is Bravo. Greco on the bottom, Bravo on top. Trying to see if he can get the escape, bringing him back, but that's going to be neutral right there as Greco gets the Makes it 2-1 right now. We'd like to thank our following sponsors for today's matchup at PCTI for the Big North duels here today. And they are as follows: Brother Bruno's and Statewide Flooring. Thank you so much for your sponsors for today's match here at PCTI for the Big North Public Duels. We are here at PCTI covering the Big North Public Duels. This matchup here is PCTI versus Westwood with your commentator on the call, James Clarke, and on the other mat, who is covering Clifton versus Old Tappan, is Shane Dunn. If you want to tune in to that one, please go ahead and do so. Looks like it's a phenomenal match over there, as it is here. 2-1 lead here for Bravo. We're closing out in the first period. We'll see if Greco can finish on that takedown. Gonna get it right at the buzzer. Wow, great job by Greco getting that takedown right there. Very important right there, and it's going to be his choice. Going bottom right here gives him that huge advantage right there after getting that takedown, as we're in the second period. So he's going to go bottom to start the second. Is Greco and Bravo riding from the top position. And see if he could try to do something, try to lock around that is Bravo. See, he tries to bring him back down to single leg. Maybe could even bring him to his back. That's something that PCTI definitely would like to have. See if he can try and work something there. He's in a cradle position. We'll see if he tries to lock it back up. But nothing doing there. He's just going to surrender the escape. Makes this one now by 2, 4-2 for Greco, leading over Bravo. Great job there for getting out of that position right there for Bravo, not getting himself caught. As most wrestling coaches that I know of would always say, give up 1, not 2 in that situation. Great job by Bravo for giving up the escape, and great job to Greco for just getting out in that position. So in a front headlock position is Bravo. We'll see what he can try to do. Great job by him being able to defend off of that. .37 seconds left to go in the second period. Trying to just circle around, which is smart there by Greco so he doesn't get hit for stalling. That's really smart defensive wrestling right there. And, you know, kind of a half shot there is Bravo. They go out of bounds. 19 seconds left to go in the second period. We'll see what we can try to do here. We got 15 seconds left to go, and getting in on a shot there, but really wasn't in that great of position to be able to get that takedown. But Greco getting in on a shot of his own, which was defended off, and now Bravo, we'll see if he can finish it. Not enough time there for Bravo, as Greco leads this one 4-3. PCTI telling Bravo, go underneath. Gotta go underneath here to start the third period. Either get the escape and get a takedown, or get the reversal, tie it up. So here we go as we approach the third period. 2 minutes on the clock in the third period. The match underway in the third period. We'll see what they can try to do. Definitely one of the closest bouts that we've had here in this matchup between PCTI and Westwood today. See if we can try to break him back down and try to work on that standing tilt, and just brings him back down to the mat. Nice job by Greco. So, see if we can try and run that half right there. We'll see, but nothing doing there is for Greco. Not working out in his favor, but he does have the 4-2 advantage and doing a nice job. Just needs to make sure that he doesn't ride parallel. That's always a huge thing there in wrestling if we're riding parallel. Under a minute left to go in the third. Bravo lifting up on that leg, but Greco holding on for dear life on that right ankle of Bravo. And it's going to get stopped for a stalemate as we have 41 seconds left to go in the third period. We have a 4-2 lead here right now for Greco. And this definitely would extend the lead if Westwood can hold on to this 4-2 lead right now in the third period. Just needs to be careful that he does not give up any sort of points that could put him in jeopardy or his team in jeopardy. Try to ride from the side there is Greco. Bravo trying to get up, stand up, but nice top wrestling there from Greco. 20 seconds left to go in the third period. 15 to go, as the coaches are saying, because they realize where they're at. PCTI desperate for points here and wins individually, but they're not going to get it in this one, as Greco rode out the entire 2 minutes in the third period, and he takes this one 4-2 to extend Westwood's lead 17-3. So be sure to follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you like what we have provided here through our YouTube channel, please do us a favor, drop the like button down below and hit the subscribe button for all of your favorite wrestling needs. So we're going to get back into the action at 138 pounds. We are live here at PCTI between the matchup here for the Big North duels between Westwood and PCTI with their commentator on the call, James Clarke, at the 138-pound bout with a 17-3 lead for Westwood, as we are working in the way of getting the names of the wrestler momentarily. And great job trying to get in on that shot there is Westwood, and throwing in the whizzer is PCTI. So abilities from PCTI. And we are working on the Westwood wrestler too. We're putting the names in the system right now. And getting in on the shot there, abilities. Nicely defended there by the Westwood wrestler. Trying to get in on the shot there. Nice job by him defending that one off after that whizzer. We'll see if he can try to do it, and just be careful it doesn't get thrown in any kind of flurry. But they're going to go out of bounds. We're still tied up here at 0. 57 seconds left to go. So Miglior from Westwood and Abdelaziz from PCTI.
On mat 2 at the 150 weight class, winner by fall, Ryan Sullivan.
Don't forget, we are also covering the Clifton versus Old Japan matchup on the other mat, and your commentator on that match right there is Shane Dunn. So if you are able to tune in, please go ahead and do so. It looks like it's a great matchup there between two solid teams. And we're getting in near the takedown in what looks like there a nice Navy ride, which is a favorite of my former wrestling coach from Hackettstown, that always loved seeing Navy rides, but not quite anything doing there for either wrestler. 14 seconds left to go in the first period. Nicely defended there for both wrestlers. It's been such great wrestling, and we're going to get stoppage here for blood time for Abdelaziz. So while we're doing that, we'd like to take the time to thank our sponsors, Brother Bruno's and Statewide Flooring, for today's matchup here at the Big North Duels. And also, be sure to follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you like everything that we have covered here today through our YouTube channel, please be sure to hit that like button down below from the stream, and be sure to also hit that subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. And we end the first period here with a 0-0 tie between Miglior from Westwood and Abdelaziz from PCTI. And Abdelaziz is going to choose bottom to start. This the second period there, which is a smart decision in case the match goes into the ultimate tiebreaker, which you never know. It's been smart, tightly defensive wrestling. We're going to get stoppage there. Now it's going to be injury time for PCTI. So we're going to get stoppage right there. So let's take the time to talk about sponsorships. Do you like what you see today? Are you looking for a way to advertise your business to customers? We have limited sponsorship opportunities left for the 2023-24 season. You can sponsor one of our live streams or a local team page. Just click on a blank ad logo and fill out the sponsor form. Let GardenStateHSWrestling.com make you the star of the show. So, how do you become a local business owner, or how do you become a sponsor? Sponsorship opportunities left for team pages and live stream coverage. So all you need to do is look for the Your Logo Here button, which is the black square to the right screen, and red text there, and on your team's page, or you can email at admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com, and we will be sure to get back to you in 24 hours for all of your sponsorship needs. So if you would like to do that, please go ahead and do so. We are the best wrestling coverage in northern New Jersey. As we're still waiting for, looking like something here. I think this one is going to be immediate injury default for PCTI, the second one on the day. And this one is going to be won by the Westwood wrestler. He's going to win this one by injury default there for Miglior of Westwood. He's going to go ahead, nice sportsmanship there for Westwood to go over and shake the other coach's hands. So let's take the time to talk about our social media. Follow us on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you like everything that we have provided here today on YouTube, please do us a favor, drop a like button down below this stream, and be sure to hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. We are here at Passaic County Technical Institute covering the Big North Public Duels here today. This matchup here is between PCTI and Westwood, with your commentator on the call, James Clarke, for this matchup here as we head into the 144-pound weight class. A 23-3 lead here for Westwood as gets in on the takedown. Nice job by him. Extends the lead. Take this one 2-0 right now. And on the other mat, if you are interested in following up on what's going on over there, we have our commentator, Shane Dunn, who is covering the Clifton versus Old Japan matchup there. And if you want to tune into that, please go ahead and do so, because that looks like a really good matchup there so far between two solid teams in the area. We have a 2-2 tie here between both wrestlers. Again, we apologize for any technical difficulties that we are having today, but we are definitely working around the clock to make sure that they are up and running and everything is all good. So again, we apologize, and we are in the process of getting names in. We just haven't heard them announce anything yet, but we are in the process of doing it, and it's going to get stopped for potentially dangerous right there. And it's going to get stopped for potentially dangerous, which is the right call there. A lot of times they will call that potentially dangerous because both hands have to be able to land on the mat. We're trying to get the names, so we'll be sure to get them to you as soon as possible. So here we go. We got 4-3 lead here for PCTI. Gonna get an escape point there. Yep, get an escape point, just like I thought. Makes this one. It should be all tied up at 4. Trying to get in on the shot there is PCTI. See if he tries to finish it there, but nicely sprawled out there. And we'll see what we can try to do there. We're locking around in between the legs there is the Westwood wrestler. Now we'll try to see if he can try to spin around here to try to get the takedown, or if it's going to be PCTI, try to spin that around there is Westwood. And that's going to be the end of one period. We are tied up here at 4 apiece after one period. It's going to be Westwood's choice. They're going to go bottom to start the second period. And as he adjusts the headgear for PCTI, trying to do that is him. Definitely a matchup that PCTI definitely wants for sure. They're already down by 20. So they definitely want to be able to get this win and get themselves winning. As we try to get that, let's talk about our social media. Follow us on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you like everything that we have provided here on our YouTube channel, please do us a favor, drop a like on this stream right now, and be sure to also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. We deliver the best wrestling coverage in northern New Jersey. So we are still getting into the action. They adjusted the headgear. Looks like we're going to get ready. We're going to get back into the action. And that's going to be caution. Yep, just like I thought. Did seem a little quick. Right there. But I'm glad the official was able to catch that. That's usually a tough one there. And try to drive back in, but they're going to go out of bounds there. Nice job making sure they're not putting themselves in any potentially dangerous situation there. Trying to lock up and see what he could do. Try to work the tilt there as PCTI. Going to get the escape there. 5-4 lead here. He keeps talking to the official. Not exactly sure why, but that's just what it seems to me. But either way, we still have a 5-4 lead here for the Westwood wrestler. Again, we apologize. We are in the process of getting names to you. So again, we do apologize for that. We'll make sure we get them up momentarily. As PCTI trying to slip around from the back door, but thrown in on the underhook there is the Westwood wrestler. He's got the underhook thrown in. We'll see what they can do here. Both wrestlers feeling each other out. The Westwood wrestler definitely has it. Has the leg thrown in. See if he can try and get something here. Find out what they can do. Trying to hook her from around. And near the takedown of his own, he gets it right there. Makes it 6-5. We're about to approach to the 30-second mark here. And we'll see if he tries to break it down. Now he gets a crossface thrown in. The official just telling them to keep wrestling, keep wrestling. It's something that officials always say a lot. And just got to be careful and have mat awareness. Gets out there, makes it all tied up at 6. We're going to go into the third period. All tied up at 6 here between the two wrestlers, Westwood and PCTI. PCTI understands exactly where they need to go. Needs to go underneath the start. So we'll see what they can do. So this one for PCTI, we're getting the names in. All tied up at 6 here. Wartnaby from PCTI on the bottom. Chose that one. And we have Skill Lavonios from Westwood. trying to get in on that switch there is Wartnaby, but not anything doing there is him. See what they can try and do. See if we can try and spin around. Nice job on that reversal there by the PCTI wrestler. And we'll see what he can do there. Going to get the reversal, and he's getting back points on top of that too. That's something he definitely needed, and his PCTI team needed there. Gets the lead 10-6. Got a minute left to go in the third period. See what he can try to do. Try to do that little ball and chain there, which is like an early elementary school age that you learn that sort of thing. And that's definitely what Wartnaby is trying to work on. And not willing to give up the inch is Skilovalnis from Westwood. Again, if I'm pronouncing these names incorrectly, I do apologize in advance. Try to see if he can try to bring something back here. Less than 20 seconds to go in the third period. Wartnaby leading this one 10-6. 10 seconds left to go. See what he could try to do. Getting back to the center of the mat now. We got 9 seconds to go. Let's see if he just tries to... Okay. Yeah, he's been talking to the official, just making sure that everything's all set before he got on, so that was smart. And that's going to be the end. 10-6 win there for Wartnaby, a huge one right there that PCTI definitely needs. Follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you like everything that we have provided here today, please do us a favor. Drop a like on this stream down below, and be sure to hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs at Garden State HS Wrestling. Your teams, your counties, your site. We have the best wrestling coverage around. GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. And we like to thank our sponsors for today, and they are as follows. Brother Bruno's and Statewide Flooring. Thank you so much for the sponsorships for today's matchup here at PCTI covering the Big North Duels. Thank you so much.
And from Passaic County Tech, James Conklin.
As mentioned, we are here at Passaic County Technical Institute covering the Big North Public Duels. This matchup here is PCTI versus Westwood with your commentator on the call, James Clarke. We are here at the 150-pound weight class with a 23-6 lead here for Westwood, who leads it over PCTI at the moment. And tries to get on a set here. This is James Conklin from PCTI and Vallis from Westwood, and Conklin leads this one 2-0 right now. This is where PCTI definitely is strong, as they were last year in their middleweights for sure. As he gets in on that tilt very quickly, getting a 3 count there. Going to get 3 back points of his own. Makes this one 5-0. Looks over to the official. Going to try to work something else now. Going to try to work a head lever is Conklin. See if he can do something there. Nothing doing there for Conklin. Grabbing control of that elbow. Trying to grab control of that wrist. Now throwing in a crossface is Conklin. Match up here. We got 30 seconds left to go. See what they can try and do here. Now he tries to bring back that arm there is Conklin. See what he could try to do. Now grabbing control of that wrist. Nothing much doing there for him. We're going to walk away this first period with a 5-0 lead for James Conklin. Leads this one currently. We are covering 2 matches here at the Big North Public Duels. I'm covering this match here, James Clarke between PCTI and Westwood. And on the other mat, we have Clifton versus Old Tappan with Shane Dunn on the call over there. Please be sure to tune into that matchup there, as it is a solid matchup between 2 solid teams. Going neutral to start the second period, as both wrestlers feel each other out. Conklin, the aggressor here with the 5-0 advantage, trying to figure each other out, making sure no one gives up an inch here. Now we have a little bit of hand fighting and some hand fighting there, grabbing at the hands, and nicely blocked off there from Vallis. And Conklin getting in near the takedown. He has a near side cradle. This would definitely be huge if they could work something on there, but out of bounds. So no takedown awarded there for Conklin. They're going to get to the center of the mat there. Minute 18 left to go in the second period. Going to get set on bottom is Vallis. Conklin on top. So he did get the takedown. Okay, so it is 7-0. Just not enough in the pinning combination there for him. But if he was in bounds, it definitely would have been. But getting back up there is Conklin. Leads this one 7-0. He has that advantage at the moment right now. See what they can try to do here is Conklin trying to ride from top, but definitely trying to work for the fall. He knows that his team is down 23-6. They know they have a couple of hammers waiting up there soon that they definitely need to try to get bonus points here. Trying to throw in something there, grabbing control of that wrist as Conklin is going to get stopped there for stalling on top, which is the correct call. He was riding from parallel there for quite a bit of the way. But now he just needs to be careful and just be sure to ride or work something from the side. Now we got 28 seconds left to go in the second. We're here at 150 pounds between Conklin of PCTI and Vallis from Westwood. Bring him back down. Getting the tilt there is Conklin. Gonna get 3 back points there. Out of bounds. 9 seconds left to go in the second. 10-0 advantage right here for James Conklin of PCTI. As both wrestlers get themselves set up. Try to see what they can work on here. 9 seconds left to go in the second period. See if he tries to break something down, but nothing doing there. And we're going to close out the second period. James Conklin leads this one 5-0. James Conklin going to go bottom to start the third period. Yep, he's going to go bottom to start the third period. And we'll figure out and see what goes on. And the match is underway yet again. James Conklin leads this one 10-0. Gets the escape there 11-0. Even if they can work for a tech fall here, that would be a huge thing right there. If they could be able to do something like that. Now try to get on the takedown there is Vallis himself. Gonna see if he could try to spin around there, but nothing doing there. Now to see if he could try to work to the center of the mat, or both wrestlers working their way back over. Conklin getting in right at the whistle. There was barely at the whistle right there. Gets a takedown of his own, 13-0. Only needs 2 more points for the technical fall. So he might try to just ride and turn here, as he's been successful with the tilt. So that could be something that he could be doing for today, or at least for this bout here. That's something that he could be doing. Grabs control of that wrist, maintaining control. Now just got to be careful he doesn't ride parallel so he doesn't get called for stall. Otherwise that would defeat the purpose for the riding on the top and trying to work for a turn. So trying to do that crossface is Conklin. Blocking off there is Vallis. Nice job there by Vallis, just, you know, doing what he can really, even if they just give up the major, which is something that was very concerning for PCTI. Now that's going to be a point for Vallis. That ruins the purpose now. So now Conklin has to make a decision of what he's going to do here. If he's just going to play the takedown game here, or if he's just going to be doing what he can. So we'll try to ride. 34 seconds left here in the third period. Try to ride something from on here, but 13-1, I knew that was something that was definitely going to be coming right in parallel. That definitely will cost you, but we'll see if he can get the turn here. Definitely needs back points. Got 3 right there. He'll give up the tech. Gonna give up the tech here. He's gonna win by technical fall. 16-1 at the 5:48 mark right there. So 5:49, excuse me. So be sure to follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. If you like everything that we have provided here today, please do us a favor and be sure to hit that little like button down below and hit the subscribe button to GardenStateHSWrestling.com for your wrestling needs. And now after that Conklin win, 16-1 tech fall, makes it now 23-11 for Westwood leading this one. We are here at the 157-pound weight class. We are in the process at the moment to get the names put in to you. Westwood getting in, but nothing doing there. Goes out of bounds. We're 19 seconds in to the first period. And working on the underhook there is the Westwood wrestler. And trying to do something with that. See if he can try to do something here. Has the front headlock position. And, ooh, nice gator roll there by Westwood. Gonna get a 4-point move there for Westwood, leading this one 4-0. That was a really nice gator roll there, but who knows? PCTI might get the reversal, but instead gonna get the escape. Leads this one 2-1. So our wrestlers here is Casizes from Westwood and Hakeem from PCTI. Again, my apologies if I am naming these incorrectly. Usually last names are hard for us to pronounce, but again, we apologize. But we got 58 seconds left to go in the second period. 2-1 lead here for Cassis from Westwood. 4-1 now. That's what I thought, because I did see him indicate 2 backs there, in which he did get that. So 4-1 advantage for him. We're already at that halfway mark here in this matchup between PCTI and Westwood. So this match is still anybody's match here between these two teams who have been wrestling so good here throughout the day so far. And now going to get a takedown of his own is Kausis. Leads this one 6-1. Gonna try to work something. Has control of that wrist and that arm. See if he tries to do something with that. Now throws in, trying to see if he could work a cheap tilt, but not able to do that there. Throws in the crossface is him. That's going to be the end of one period. And Calcis leads this one 6-1 for Westwood. And this is his choice. He's going bottom to start. Starts from bottom. And we'll see what he can do. Try to get, now we're going to get not just a locked hands call, but we're going to get also a reversal on that as well. That should make it 9-1. Again, this is still anybody's match here. 23-11 right now for Westwood. Leads this one. Trying to see if he can work the tilt there, but nothing doing there. See if he tries to work something else here. I know that's been a lot of wrestlers' thing today with working for tilts, but just has not been that successful today with it. So they just need to try to work something out in order for that to happen. We'll see what can happen here. Now we approach to the 1 minute to go in the second period. And see if he could try to do a ball and chain move there for Calcis. See if he could try to bring him back, but nothing doing there at the moment right now. And coach indicating for him to turn the other way from Westwood across the way. See if he could just try to bring him back, but nope, not going to do anything there with that one. Less than 30 seconds to go in the second. $20 seconds left to go in the second. See if he could try to run something here. He's, has that 9-1 advantage right there. But as we know, PCTI's hammers are going to be coming up soon. We're going to be seeing a couple of their solid middleweights and upperweights soon. And, if Westwood is definitely not working for any extra bonus points or pins here, this will be a tough one. But we have a 9-1 lead right here for Calcis. He leads this one. We're going into the third period, and it's going to be Akeem's choice. He's going to go neutral, to start the third period, 9-1 lead here for him. And that's going to be, so just as a reminder, we are going to be covering the finals matchup as soon at the conclusion of the semifinals. So the winner of this match here between PCTI and Westwood would wrestle the winner of the Clifton and Old Tappan matchup. So this is the semifinals. Currently right now, this is the semifinals match for the Big North Duels at PCTI with your commentator on the call, James Clarke. We are here at 157 pounds here. We have a takedown there. Leads this one 11-1 for Calcis from Westwood. And on the other mat is being called by Shane Dunn, who is calling the Clifton versus Old Tappan matchup there. If you want to tune into that one, we highly encourage you to do so, as they look like they're getting ready to wrap up the end of that matchup right there as they're in the upper weights. Now trying to run the armbar there is Calcis. Definitely needs to work for that pin right there is Calcis for Westwood to kind of put a pretty decent cushion. Maybe not exactly, they're not going to put him away, but definitely something that would be huge for them in the long run, and maybe even try to win this one here in the semifinals. So we'll see what happens here. He still has control of that armbar. He has him stuck right there. I think he's got it. And that's the pin for Westwood. That's going to extend the lead now for them, 29-11 over PCTI. So be sure to follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at Garden State HS Wrestling. And if you like all the coverage that we have here today, including this stream here at the Big North Duels semifinal round, please do us a favor and put a like on this video, and be sure to also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs, your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. And today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. And we also like to take the time to thank our local sponsors for today, and they are as follows: Brother Bruno's and Statewide Flooring. Thank you so much for your sponsorships for today's matchup at the Big North Public Duels at Passaic County Technical Institute.
On mat 2 at 2:15, winner by fall from Northern Valley, Old Japan, Ryan O'Neill.
So we are here at Passaic County Technical Institute covering the Big North Public Duels. And this matchup here is between PCTI and Westwood, with your commentator on the call, James Clarke.
From Clifton High School, Isaac Kazmowski.
And on the other side is Shane Dunn calling the matchup between Clifton and Old Japan. If you want to tune into that one, highly encourage you. They are at the heavyweight bout on the other mat, so they're just getting ready to wrap up there with what looks like a very solid matchup there today between the two teams. And we also have a great one here between PCTI and Westwood. And Omar Turecki for PCTI and Sampson from Westwood. Turecki with the 4-1 lead. Definitely going to probably try to get the pin here. I think he's in pretty good position. Just needs to lay back just a little bit more. Maybe just to try to put the chest-to-chest pressure on his opponent to be sure that he does get that. And that's going to be a 3 near fall points there for Turecki. He's going to lead this one 7-1 after 1 period. And we'll see what happens here. Both wrestlers, they're going back on their feet. The chosen position to go in was neutral, which is smart there for Westwood. And as both wrestlers feel each other out, the conclusion of that Clifton-Old Japan matchup has just finished. And I will be sure to give you the final score of that quickly. It was 46-27. We'll find out the winning team in just a minute, but I believe it was Old Japan that won that bout, so they will be in the finals.
The first match by a score of 46-27, the Knights of Northern Valley, Old Japan.
And I was correct, Old Japan, so they are the first winners of that mat over there. And we still have Westwood versus PCTI. We're here at 165. We're more than halfway through. After this one, you know, we still have 175, 190, 215 in heavyweight. So we're just, you know, still a little bit of more time to, unless we get a lot of pins coming up here, which is always a possibility. You never know. But, you know, we still have some more wrestling to do over here. But great job by Omar Turecki being able to get that takedown of his own. Leads this one 9-1 right now. Major decision territory at the moment. But knowing him and knowing the team and what position they're in right now, they need pins right now. They need bonus points. They need pins. They need everything that they can to try to win this one and be sure to get into the finals. As we see from the side of me here, both teams coming over to watch the conclusion of this matchup here between Westwood and PCTI. And running that half there is Omar Turecki. See if he can finish it. I think he has him pretty locked up there, but just needs to put a little bit more pressure on that left shoulder blade. Should get it any second. And I think he's just at the conclusion of that, but doing a nice job there is Sampson rolling out of that, understanding what's at stake right there. But Turecki, you know, still has another period to go to try to work for the fall, but Sampson doing such a nice job there to be sure to not give up that extra bonus points there for his Westwood team. And that's going to be 3 back points there. It makes it 12-1 right now for Omar Turecki of PCTI. It's going to be his choice. It's going to be Turecki's choice. He's going to go bottom to start the second period. And we'll see what happens there. As we have 2 minutes on the clock, Turecki definitely needing to work bonus points here, not just bonus points, but any form of win. A pin would absolutely be necessary here, but any major decision, tech fall would definitely be acceptable, but pin, you gotta definitely work on those bonus points there if you're PCTI. And Turecki doing just that, getting the takedown of his own, near it at least, and gets it. Understands what's at stake here. Could just try to cut him, but I think he definitely wants more than that. He definitely wants to work for the pin. And we'll see if he can try to get it here, as we have 1:15 left to go in the third period. Just has to be careful that he doesn't get called for a stall warning on top, as he's just kind of laying there, trying to see what he can do. And running that arm bar, has the control of that arm there, is Turecki. Looking at the clock, understanding what's at stake, knows that he has to get a pin. And, ooh, that was near the pin, but going to settle with a tech fall right there. That will be 18-1 tech fall for Omar Turecki. Bonus points, again, absolutely necessary, so you can definitely be proud of that, but definitely need to work for winning out the rest of the match here for sure. And bonus points definitely would make a huge difference. So today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. Be sure to follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you like everything that we have provided here on our YouTube page today, please be sure to hit that like button down below on this stream, and be sure to hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs in Northern New Jersey. And we got a takedown for the Westwood wrestler, getting back points on that one. We'll get the names to you, but maybe we'll not even have enough time to get the names in for you, as he is close to what could be a pin right there, which could potentially clinch the match, if my math is correct, at least. So 35-16 right now for Westwood. So would need to... So you have 3 bouts left. You need 3 straight pins. At this point, I believe that clinched the match there for Westwood, but we'll do the math momentarily. So just be sure to follow us on social media yet again, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. If you like everything that we have provided here today, please do us a favor and drop a little like button down below and subscribe to the YouTube channel for all of your Northern Jersey wrestler needs. Your counties, your teams, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com is where it's at. We also like to take the time to thank the following sponsors for today's matchup, and they are as follows. Brother Bruno's and Statewide Flooring. Thank you so much for your sponsorships today, for providing the financial support for today's matchup at the Big North Public Duels. So we got the takedown there for Westwood. Gets that takedown and the 2 near fall points there. 3 near fall points. In that front headlock position is him. See if we can try and run something there. Just going to try to check him back there. Again, we are in the process of getting these names into you quickly. Got another set of back points there. There'll be 2 back points right there. Got 45 seconds left to go in the first period. we'll see what happens between the both wrestlers here. We'll see if we can get that takedown there. And getting that is the Westwood wrestler. Gets the takedown right there. Gonna get some back points out of that one. Already be in that position for that. I think he's gonna get at least 2 back points, I believe. Or just a takedown there. I could have sworn that I saw him give 2 back points, but he did. Okay, good. Okay, I thought that's exactly what was going on, but it's going to be 11-1 lead here for him. Going into the second period, PCTI chose bottom, but cutting them is the Westwood wrestler. Makes this one, should make this one 11-2, because I did see that one. Going to get the takedown there. And the headlock throw, 13-1. And a 2 count right there too. Which, you know, seemed awfully quick, but again, officials are usually different when they're reffing each of these matches, so that's why he's the official, not myself, but gonna try to run something here that will definitely put it away for Westwood for sure. Now he has the tech fall, but definitely settling down for the pin is Westwood, and that pretty much seals the deal for Westwood. They extend the lead here. It will be 41-16 for Westwood over PCTI right now. So be sure to follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. If you like everything that we have provided here today, please do us a favor and drop a like on this video down below, and be sure to also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com provides the best wrestling coverage in northern New Jersey. We are here at Passaic County Technical Institute for the Big North Public Duel semifinal round here between PCTI and Westwood, with your commentator on the call, James Clarke, calling this one solo. We are here at the 215-pound bout here for with a 41-16 lead here for Westwood, leading over PCTI. That pin right there in the last bout pretty much sealed the deal for Westwood, but either way, always great to see the two teams wrestle each other out. So this is Cohen from Westwood and Mayo from PCTI. So we get up to these upper weights here. It's always one of the most exciting, definitely the closest bouts that we see of the day too. Not much as far as like technical positions or any technical moves that are used in these upper weights. It's just go in and wrestle. That's basically what it is in these upper weights. And for most people, they find them exciting. And I can't blame them myself, but I was a middleweight wrestler, so a lot of my things are always with scrambling, enjoying those, and then just kind of enjoying like the takedowns and things like that. But we are here at 215 right now. The winner of the last match, in case you did not hear already, Clifton and versus Old Japan, that matchup is all done and over with. So Old Japan won that bout there, that matchup there with Clifton. So they will wrestle against Westwood in the Big North Public Duels Finals, which should be happening right around the 12:30 time mark. And that's going to be the end of one period, and we're tied at 0. And PCTI and Clifton will wrestle for the third place matchup there, which last year it would be a rematch of last year's final matchup. We covered that matchup 3 times last year, Clifton versus PCTI. We are covering that one this year as well, which will be at Clifton High School later on in the month. But action-packed week going on to next week, as you may have heard if you turned in last night. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. We'd also like to take the time to thank our following sponsors, and they are as follows: Brothers Bruno's and Statewide Flooring. Thank you for providing your sponsors today for today's matchup at the Big North Public Duels. We are here at Passaic County Technical Institute, where we're covering the Big North Public Duels semifinal round between PCTI versus Westwood with your commentator on the call, James Clarke. Everything just about wrapped up here. Westwood clinched the match already, so they will be wrestling in the finals with them versus Old Japan. Try to see if they can work something here is Mayo. Mayo is riding on top of Cohen. So we'll see if they can try to do. Trying to run something there is Mayo. Got that power half there. See if we can try and bring him back down there. Is him. See if we can try to break it. But now it's going to be called for locked hands there right at the end of the second period. So that's going to give this one a 1-0 lead for Cohen after that locked hands call. And we're going into the third period. And Mayo definitely having to go underneath the start. And trying to get back on top is Cohen. And we'll see if he can try and run something there. Is Mayo. We'll see if he can try to run something from that. And gets the escape there. Now we're all tied up at 1 in the third period. We're 20 seconds into the third. All tied up at 1 here apiece. Definitely have been a fun matchup here between PCTI and Westwood. Try to see if we are going to get some action here. Just a lot of hand fighting from both wrestlers. Feeling each other out. Doing a little bit of some head taps. Being sure that things are working out in their own favor. See if we can try to work something here. We're under a minute left to go in the third period. Try to see what they can do. We're 40 seconds left in the third period. 41-16 lead here currently for Westwood, who will be wrestling Old Japan for the first place match here. As soon as at the conclusion of this match here. Both wrestlers just kind of feeling each other out, really not giving up an inch. And a lot of hand fighting, hanging on the head. And then we got control of the elbow, kind of swatted away there from Cohen, the Westwood wrestler. And we're going to go into overtime. This will be the sudden victory matchup here. 1 minute overtime. First takedown wins for anybody that is new to wrestling and do not know that. So it will be a 1 minute overtime period here. First round. First takedown wins it. Will be the conclusion. But if we have to go into the tiebreakers, we will end up going into the tiebreakers, which would be just basically ride-outs and escape points or any kind of points to try to win that one. Find out and see what we can do. Both wrestlers seeming like they're getting a little gassed out there. But Mayo wanting to try to be the aggressor, kind of going back in a little bit and getting in. Neither wrestler gets the shot in. Not a lot of action going on in this 2:15 bout here between these two wrestlers. So I believe we're going to go in to maybe the Rideouts, unless if I'm incorrect on that one. It's pretty close, and Cohen got the takedown right at the end there. And he wins this one 3-1 in overtime. That will make it 44-16 Westwood. So be sure to follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you like everything that we have provided here today, please do us a favor and drop a like button down below on this stream, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel of Garden State HS Wrestling. Your teams, your counties, your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com provides the best wrestling coverage in northern New Jersey. So we are here at the 285-pound weight class here between PCTI and Westwood with your commentator on the call, James Clarke. We are here at Passaic County Tech covering the Big North duels, the semifinals. We are going to be at the conclusion of this one at 285, which is heavyweight. We have Dixon from PCTI and Downey from Westwood. Dixon, who we've seen last year wrestle, you know, a solid wrestler in his own right, wrestled some really good matchups last year between him and Isaac Vowski from Clifton last year. Lost by pin the first time we saw them, which was here a year ago in the finals between PCTI and Clifton. And then we saw him lose we saw him win 2-1 in the sectional match last year. So we covered Clifton versus PCTI all 3 times last year, and they did not disappoint at all. But today the finals are going to be between Westwood and Old Tappan at the end of this one, as both of last year's finalists were defeated today. So they will wrestle for the 3rd place match. So we got less than 30 seconds left to go. Dixon leading this one. No, excuse me. We're tied up here at 0 still. No one's leading this one yet, but Westwood leads this one 44-16. 10 seconds to go in the first period. We're going to go in yet again, just like in the last bout. We're going to go in, tie it up at 0 going into the second period. This is going to be Dixon's choice. He's going to go bottom to start right away. Definitely the smart decision there. Again, a lot of coaching decisions from PCTI has been bottom and neutral positions today. And Westwood doing the same thing, bottom and neutral positions, which is very common for coaches to do to call, really. As both, as top is usually a tough position to be in. It probably could be the toughest one to be in if you're not the strongest wrestler from top. But Dixon getting that escape there, he had that 1-0 lead before Downey got that takedown, and he leads this one, his first lead of this bout, 2-1. And got that escape there is Dixon going right back on the feet. And now they'll get themselves back into shape, see what they can try and do. Dixon and Downey. Dixon from PCTI, Downey from Westwood. See, we could try to do here. He's in that position to be able to do something, but nothing doing there is neither wrestler really, but doing a lat drop there is Downey. Gonna put not gonna exactly pin him, but got the takedown there at least. But no sense of back points being given there, which is the correct call. But a takedown there is rewarded for Downey. Leads it 4-2. Less than 15 seconds left to go into the second. We'll see what they could try to do here. I think he's just going to ride out the second period. Content going into the third. And this is going to be Downey's choice. Yep, he's going bottom, just like I kind of thought he was going to. And we'll see what they can try to do here for this one. And we'll try to see what he could do. Dixon riding on top. He trails this one 4-2 over Downey from Westwood. See what we can try to do there. A lot of the Westwood fans definitely happy for this one. They're going to be a technical violation on Dixon. That's going to be a point for Downey. Didn't quite see why that was a technical violation, but either way, it is given to Downey. Kind of puts the cushion for him at the moment being as we approach to a minute 30 in the third. Going to see if he tries to run something. Has control of that wrist. See if he can try to ride from top. Trying to do try to kind of spread out the legs there is Dixon. Try to lock up the cradle is Dixon. Maybe I could be, almost thought I was going to be mistaken there, but wasn't in that quite of that position to be able to do that. But either way, definitely helps out. See if he can try to get the escape there for Downey, but nothing doing there. Dixon doing a good job riding from top, but still trails this one 5-2 after that technical violation point. See if he can try to ride something from top or try to turn him. He needs something here if he wants to try to end the matchup here on a high note in his home gym. And it's going to be out of bounds for both wrestlers. You got 35 seconds left to go in the third period. See what we could try to do for both wrestlers. And Downey is getting set, ready to go. Dixon gonna get back on top. See if he can try to do something from top. See if we can try to get something from the top position man for Dixon. See if he could try to lock up a cradle, or not a cradle, but at least a power half. 10 seconds left to go. Not going to have enough time is Dixon. And Downey's going to put an exclamation point on this victory for his team as they're going to go ahead and win this one, win the bout 5-2, but win the overall match 47-16. Congratulations to Westwood, and good luck to them against Old Japan in the finals.
Congratulations to the Cardinals of Westwood and the Knights of Northern Valley Old Japan.
So be sure to follow us on social media, on Facebook at GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Twitter at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. And if you like everything that we have provided here today, please be sure to hit that like button down below this stream today, and be sure to hit the subscribe button as well for all of your wrestling needs.
Wrestling for being here today with us for the live stream.
Do you want to become a sponsor? Do you own a local business? Well, become a sponsor. Sponsorship opportunities available for team pages and live stream coverage. So how do you become a sponsor? Well, look for the Your Logo Here button in that black box right there in the red text right there that says Your Logo Here on your team's page, and you can email admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com, and we'll be sure to get back to you in 24 hours for all of your sponsorship needs. And be sure to we're also going to take the time to thank our following sponsors for today's matchup, and they are as follows: Brother Bruno's and Statewide Flooring. Thank you so much for providing coverage today for our matchup here at the Big North Public Duels. So we will be at the next matchup here. We will be live at 12 sharp, which will be the first place matchup between Old Japan versus Westwood. And on the third place matchup, we will be seeing Clifton versus PCTI. Thank you for everybody that tuned in to this semifinal round between Westwood and Passaic County Tech. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you soon.